Yo, what it do, the Iron Cane here for another Dragon Ball The Breakers video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about what Raider skills you should be upgrading, which ones you should be prioritizing, because unfortunately, you can't respec or anything like that in the game. If you don't know what respecking is, basically means that any like upgrade points or anything that you've spent, you can like reset everything. So you start from 0 and you can use all your points again. Breakers has nothing like that. So once you upgrade something, it's a done deal. So I'm gonna go through the Raiders one by one, starting with Cell, and kind of talk about which points that I think you guys should be upgrading and which ones you should be prioritizing. So with Cell, Life Absorption I think is definitely going to be a must. Definitely number 1 with Cell, just because Cell's whole gimmick as a Raider is that he's able to level up fast, right? That's what his buff was all for. His level 3 sucks. So, you know, you want to get out of that phase as soon as possible. So Life Absorption is definitely the ability that you want to upgrade the most. This applies to civvies, this applies to survivors. So this is, you know, applied to everything involving absorption. So you definitely want to upgrade this ability. Honestly, I actually would recommend this across the board for all the survivors, but for Cell especially, because this literally is tied to his kit and it just complements his kit so well. So Life Absorption is definitely the skill you want to upgrade first for Cell. And then beyond that, you could kind of really go for whatever. It really depends what you're going for. I really want to upgrade any of the level 4 skills, just because I feel like that's very situational. So I would stick to like level 3 and under. Definitely don't do auto evolve, never upgrade that. I think key tracking is fine, just because if you key track, it'll allow you to see enemies' auras for longer, which is fine. You can't really oh, that's key detection actually. Yeah, key detection is the one that allows you to see auras. Key tracking, I don't know. This is the one that allows you to see auras. What does this one do? Oh, so this is the effect duration. So it's kind of the same shit. Anyways, so that's the way I did it. Solar Flare and Afterimage unfortunately have fairly long cooldowns, and they go for about the same. So it's kind of whatever you prefer. I would probably say Afterimage over Solar Flare, just because Solar Flare can be interrupted, even though it is pretty good for Cell. Like, I've been hit with Solar Flare when I'm fucking behind Cell, and I don't know how the hell that works. That like defeats the whole purpose of Solar Flare. You're supposed to, like, you have to look at it, bro. Anyways, definitely don't do Key Control. Key Control basically is a way to sneak up on survivors. If you hold R3 and like run around, you can sneak up on them. I don't know if this necessarily needs to be upgraded. I think it's fine the way it is. But definitely Life Absorption, key detection, you do key tracking, and then Afterimage, I would say so, and then Solar Flare, and then whatever the hell you want to do afterwards. So that's Cell. Let's move on to Frieza. So Frieza actually has broken passives. He has the best passives in the game, hands down. And I really like this passive ability. I have it maxed out, so keep this in mind. Even though this is the one I would recommend you upgrade, keep in mind that this only increases the evolution energy by 3%, and it is technically situational, but I feel like it is a good enough of a boost. But you could also go for that actually hurt as your first upgrade as well. You know, to each their own. But basically what this ability does is when you are taking out Namekians, when Namekians don't have Dragon Balls, Frieza actually gets an extra bit of evolution or absorption power or energy, whatever the hell you want to call it. So when you find a Namekian with a Dragon Ball, it's actually worse, but you get a little extra kickback with this passive when you find a Namekian without one. Now that actually hurt allows you to get evolution energy while you take damage. So technically you shouldn't really be taking that much damage as a Raider, because I mean, you'll take a little bit, but you don't want to be taking a lot, just because that means you're probably losing. But honestly, this could be really good, because this puts survivors in an awkward situation, just because, yeah, we could fuck up Frieza, but if he's at his level 3 and if we keep fighting him, he's gonna get his level 4, and that could fuck us. So maybe we should prioritize the Super Time Machine. So you kind of like screw with the survivors a little bit there. But, you know, if you're level 1, you're getting, you know, the shit beat out of you. It's not really going to matter that much if you get level 2, right? But this ability is definitely good. Obviously, you basically get evolution for free for taking damage. So it's honestly not that bad. So This ability, I don't really think is all that great. I feel like Frieza's range is fine as it is. This basically allows you to get the executions on survivors from a farther distance. Not really that fantastic. And then Make Me Immortal. This is one that's probably worth thinking about upgrading, but again, it's situational. So when survivors make a wish, Frieza gets some free evolution power. Should you upgrade this? I don't think so, just because, I mean, what do you get? I mean, if it's a situation where, you know, you're halfway through your level 3, they summon you, get your level 4, I mean, you're probably going to win if the Super Time Machine isn't up. So, it's very situational, right? I personally wouldn't upgrade it. You might want to do Zarbon and Dodoria just because their cooldowns are so short. Making them even shorter will probably surprise you of how useful they can be. Of course, they're not exactly the best to take out survivors, you know, when you're getting like jumped or anything like that, but they're your main way of finding survivors. So they're definitely, in terms of what you should prioritize, honestly, I could definitely see you guys doing Zarbon and Dodoria first. I mean, they both do the same shit, so it's really whoever you prefer. If you want to go all in on one or do both evenly like I'm doing. But personally, the way I went about it was you really know how to piss me off. With the Namekians not having Dragon Balls. But honestly, you probably should be doing that actually hurt, just because you're going to be taking damage as the Raider. No one's going to have a flawless run as the Raider. So this one is probably going to be in play the most often. And then you could do the Namekian one, or then, like, I would say this first, and then these two second, whatever you prefer. And then from here on out, the breakaway moves, I don't really think you should be upgrading first. I feel like that's kind of like ones that you focus towards the end of, you know, getting the Raiders up pretty high. But basically, the breakaway moves allow you to break away from a combo, from a stun, from anything. So they are worth upgrading. I don't know if it's the first thing you do, though. So that's why I didn't mention it earlier. And then for Boo, I actually did just that, and I fucking regretted it. So don't do that. Hands down, the one you want to be upgrading for Boo, like the active skill, is Go-Go Gum. Go-Go Gum is so good, dude. It is so good. The tracking on it is decent. Sometimes it's better than using a super attack or like using Ki Blast with Fat Boo. The tracking is that good. It does deal damage when it hits. So if somebody is without a transfer, it can deal damage. So if you pop someone's barrier, you can just finish them off with Go-Go Gum, which is pretty nice. And the cooldown is 15 seconds. So if you can decrease that anymore, you're sitting in, you know, you're sitting pretty. But honestly, Fat Boo does suck, and obviously Spobovich sucks. So I could see why you'd be tempted to upgrade their passive skills, which give you more evolution energy. I'm telling you right now, it is for civilians to get Spopy to level 2. And it was like that when I had this at level 10. So I don't know if it's going to really matter that much if you have it at 0. You guys can let me know in the comments if it's still for civilians. But at 20, it was 4, and at 10, it was 4. So I don't really feel like it's worth upgrading. But I imagine it's probably like maybe 1 to 2, maximum 3 survivors if you have this maxed out. But typically, you're not really going to be downing survivors with Spobovich unless you're fighting beginners or you catch someone off guard when they still got their level 0, right? Fat Boo, it's a different story. I could totally see you upgrading this all the way. Honestly, I'd recommend it after doing Go-Go Gum. Like maybe get Go-Go Gum to like 10 or something like that, then move over to turn into Candy. Just because Fat Boo does kind of suck Fat Nards and you want to move off of him pretty quickly. You know, his best move is Go-Go Gum. Like his one sniper super attack is okay. His explosion is kind of ass. It's very easily avoided. And it leaves you actually pretty vulnerable afterwards too. So I don't really recommend that. Super Boo, I mean, you have key tracking. That's basically his biggest new addition here. You have Ill Bomber, which makes you go invisible. You can like kind of sneak up on survivors. I would still go for Go-Go Gum, dude. Out of all this stuff, I would still go for Go-Go Gum. I fucked up and I did Angry Shout. That's my bad. Definitely Go-Go Gum 100% here. You could go Key Detection. I feel like what I would prioritize here is Go-Go Gum again. If you haven't already done Turn into Candy, then probably Key Detection. Key Detection's really good. I mean, you want to find the survivors right. That's how you fucking win. And then either key tracking or angry shout. I really don't see anybody using ill bomb or that like that. And what are you gonna chip off like 26 seconds? Like you're gonna be using it that much? Not really worth it. And then Kid Buu basically has the same shit. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm not gonna go through all of them over again, but I'm just gonna go over like the first one I think you guys should prioritize first. So for Buu, Go Gum 100% is the first you want to do. For Frieza, that actually hurt, I would say, is probably your best bet. And then either you know how to really piss me off second, and then Sorbonne Dodoria second either as well. That's my, like, I feel like those are interchangeable. And then for Cell, definitely Life Absorption. No competition. Life Absorption 100%. But yeah, guys, these are the skills I feel like you should be upgrading first for your Raiders. Of course, when Vegeta comes out, I'll do a video on him as well, discussing what actives and passive skills should be upgrading for him. But for now, these are the skills that you should be going for the Raiders that we currently have. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more Breakers content, more news, funny moments, and all that good stuff. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and comment down below if you disagree, if you feel like there's anything you should prioritize first over what I said, or if you agree with me, let me know. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.